Yo, so we back in here for another edition of F-ya-Motha, and like I've stated in a few other videos, I don't necessarily talk about the small hats, not because I give a fuck or that they scare me, but because they're not really prudent to my life. I seen this picture on Twitter. I said they got the Jewish man, or let me correct that, the Israeli man, but he looks like a Hasidic Jew, right? Whispering in the ear of the Muslim and whispering in the ear of the Christian. First of all, ain't no fucking Jewish person whispering in a Muslim person's ear to go against Christians. That's first. Matter of fact, both of y'all infidels according to them. Then we got them whispering in the ear of the black man and whispering in the ear of the white man. I don't know if they do that. I can affirmatively say as a black man, ain't no Jewish person whispering or brainwashing us to believe that white people are against us. Some white people actually are. Carolyn Bryant, that got Emmett Till killed. The white police officers that killed Fred Hampton. The white man that killed Martin Luther King. The white FBI agents that put the black Muslims up against Malcolm X to kill him. The white man that killed Medgar Evers. The white man that probably orchestrated Tupac's murder. I ain't gonna get into all that. The white woman that called the little kid the N-word with the hard R, Shiloh Hendricks, they got the $100,000 on GoFundMe. The white woman that called the Somali couple the N-word with the hard R at Cinnabon. Like, we could just keep going. Joe Rogan went into a movie theaters in Baltimore, Maryland, and it was mostly black, and he said he walked in the theater full of the Planet of the Apes, his words, not mine. The fact that he's had Elon Musk, to my knowledge, isn't a Jewish man, come on his podcast and minimize racism in America, and even agree with Elon Musk that white people are somehow being oppressed more than black people. Yeah, we kind of don't need the Jews. Like, maybe in the music industry, they be doing that, playing one side against the other. Maybe in media, entertainment, they play one side to another. When Alex Jones makes disparaging comments about George Floyd and shit, I didn't think Alex Jones was fucking Jewish. Actually, I know he's not. He's a Caucasian white man. So yeah, they're not turning us against white people. There are some white people that are actively doing insane shit to disparage minorities, right? Donald Trump, Elon Musk, JD Vance. I could just keep going on. I can name Bill O'Reilly, just to name a few. Sean Hannity. That last one might not actually, I've never really watched this show, but you get where the fuck I'm going with this, right? We don't need Jewish people to coerce us or persuade us that white people are racist. There are some white people that are not Jewish that do racist shit. Just cut the short shit short. Whether they're whispering in white people's ear, I didn't know that Charlie Kirk was getting whispered in his ear by Jews, even though he had Jewish Israeli donors that possibly took him out. I don't think when white people have a grievance with black people, it's the Jews telling them that it's us. They're probably facing some type of, I won't say persecution or even bigotry. They're probably facing some unpleasant confrontations with black people. And then out at the bottom, there's the same thing with the left and the right. The left doesn't hate the right because of the Jews. The left doesn't like the right because of their conservative values, their disregard of transism or transgenderism, LGBT lifestyle, which they classify as degenerate lifestyle. The right, I don't think, is being persuaded to not like the left based off of their liberal or their perceived degenerate behavior. They don't like them because they hold Christian values, whatever that is. They probably have grievances that are direct with the people. This putting shit on the Jews, like, I'm not defending them in the least bit. They're not my benefactors. I do not get sponsorship endorsements by Jewish people. So just as a PSA to people, I say this because of my observation, my critical thinking, and my analysis skills or analytical skills. Do I think Jewish people try to play two hands to the middle or both sides to the middle? Sometimes. I know Ben Shapiro does. He believes that there shouldn't be retirement. He also believes that, what else did he say? Damn, I just did a video about this fucking idiot. But off the top of my head, he believes people shouldn't be retiring at 65. They should work until they die. That's an elitist mindset, and coming from a person that is Jewish. He defends GOP right-wing white nationalists like Donald Trump and JD Vance. It's pretty fucking weird. One has to ask, how is a Jewish person defending right-wing GOP politicians where their followers were just chant last year, we won't be replaced? That's just me, though. I use critical thinking skills. But to put all this shit on the Jews, I think this is fucking stupid. But then I got the picture from Twitter, so then there's that. It's a cesspool of racism. It's a bunch of people that aren't critical thinkers. They don't read. That think that there's white oppression. I go on Twitter just to look at the porn and to troll people. Namely the ones with high IQs. And as we leave this, speaking on the Jews, we got a picture right here of actor Jonah Hill. It said people are worried about his health. No, he just went from fat to skinny. And he looks pretty fucking weird considering he's Jewish and he's bleached blonde his hair, or is that platinum blonde? I don't know. The whole shit he got on looks plenty fucking weird. But he did go from a hefty 350 to what looks like, I don't know if he's like 170 pounds. He looks healthy. I don't know if he's fit, but he looks healthy. And I don't know, people be always exacerbating situations when people lose weight. It's like, no, maybe he does look like a crackhead, but he probably has some health issues. Being that damn big, he probably had diabetes or was predisposed to having diabetes. So that's what happens as you get older, especially like him. I think Jonah Hill's like 42. In your 40s, you can't be going getting fat. You gotta trim that shit down quick, because you ask yourself, while there are obese older elderly people, you don't typically see a lot of old people that's hefty bags. Most people that's old are skinny, and even if they were big and got the loose turkey neck skin, they've lost significant weight, right? You can't be that heavy going into your middle age and above. You will die from either a heart attack or a stroke or both. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe a lot of people was in the comment section talking about maybe he had to do a humiliation ritual. I don't know was humiliating other than the shit he had on. He looked like Charlie's Angels back in the 70s. Or maybe his girlfriend said, yo, you too fucking fat, bro. You gotta lose weight. And he did it. And for that, I salute him. Because, yeah, man, like, either that or he was getting turned down from being chunky, right? Being chunky will stop you or slow you down from getting women. While you will still be able to get women, it becomes a little bit more problematic and difficult. So salute him on that. Like I said, he does look plenty fucking weird, and not because he's skinny, but because of his platinum blonde hair. I don't know what they going for, an Anglo look. I see. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out. No.